You have a liver, and right now it might be in trouble without you even knowing it. 1 in every 3 people is walking around with fatty liver disease, and most of them have no idea. Not because they feel fine, but because this condition hides. It gives no warning, no alarm, no obvious sign, until things get serious. And when things get serious with your liver, they get serious fast. Today, I want to walk you through everything you need to know. How to tell if your liver is being affected. What happens to your body when fatty liver goes untreated. Which foods and drinks are silently making things worse. And most importantly, the natural remedies you probably already have in your kitchen that can actually help your liver heal. If you have ever been told your liver enzymes were a little high, or if an ultrasound showed some changes, or if you simply want to take better care of yourself, this video is for you. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is fatty liver? Your liver works around the clock. Every single hour of every single day, it is filtering your blood, removing toxins, and keeping your body clean from the inside out. It is one of the hardest working organs you have. But when we eat and drink certain things over time, the liver gets overwhelmed. Instead of processing everything efficiently, it starts storing fat inside its own cells. This is called fatty liver disease, or in medical terms, hepatic steatosis. Your doctor may have mentioned it after a blood test or an ultrasound. Maybe they said your liver looked a little enlarged or a little bright on the image. Maybe your liver enzymes came back elevated. Here is what you need to understand. This is not just a cosmetic issue. This is not just something that happens to people who are overweight. In the United States, more than 30% of adults have some degree of fatty liver, and a large portion of them look and feel completely normal. What makes it dangerous is what happens when it is ignored. In the early stages, the liver just holds extra fat. That alone is not catastrophic. But if nothing changes, that fat begins to cause inflammation. And once your liver is inflamed, it starts releasing substances into your bloodstream that spread that inflammation to the rest of your body. Your heart feels it, your kidneys feel it, your brain feels it, even your thyroid can be affected. Over time, the liver starts to scar. That scarring is called fibrosis. As the fibrosis builds up, the liver becomes stiff, less flexible, less functional. Eventually, this leads to cirrhosis. And at that point, the risk of liver cancer rises significantly. This is why fatty liver is considered one of the most underestimated causes of liver cancer in the world today. Now let me share something that gives a lot of people hope. In the early stages, this condition is completely reversible. The liver is one of the few organs in the human body that can actually regenerate itself, but you have to give it the right environment to do that. So let me walk you through 4 ways fatty liver can show up in your body. The first 3 happen earlier, when the condition is still very treatable. The 4th happens when things have already progressed further. The first way is no symptoms at all. This is the most common early presentation. The liver has such a remarkable ability to compensate that in the beginning you may feel absolutely nothing. No pain, no fatigue, no visible signs. The only way to catch it at this stage is through a blood test that shows elevated liver enzymes, or through an ultrasound where the doctor can see the liver looks enlarged or unusually bright on the screen. If this has happened to you, if a doctor ever mentioned your liver looked a little off, do not brush it aside. Catching it here before symptoms begin is the best possible position to be in. At this stage, the right foods and lifestyle changes can reverse the problem completely. The second way fatty liver shows up is through vague, easy to dismiss symptoms. A heavy feeling under your right rib cage, a dull ache in that area. Bloating that never quite goes away no matter what you eat. Occasional nausea, feeling full quickly. Most people at this stage assume it is something else. Indigestion maybe, or something they ate, or their gallbladder. And because the symptoms feel so ordinary, they wait. They assume it will pass. Here is the thing. If you have any of those symptoms, and you also have risk factors like a diet high in processed foods, a sedentary lifestyle, or if your doctor has mentioned your blood sugar or cholesterol is on the high side, please do not wait. Get a checkup that specifically looks at how your liver is doing. The third way fatty liver can appear is more noticeable, but still often misunderstood. When the liver becomes inflamed, it can cause pain under the right side of your ribs. But here is what surprises people, that inflammation can also refer pain up to your right shoulder, your upper back, even near your neck. It can feel just like a muscle knot or a stiff shoulder. Many people see a chiropractor or a massage therapist for what is actually a liver problem. At this stage, You may also notice deep fatigue that does not go away with sleep. You rest, but you never feel truly recovered. Your muscles and joints may ache. Losing weight becomes very difficult even when you are trying. This is because the inflammation spreading from the liver is affecting your entire system, including your thyroid, which regulates your metabolism and energy. If you are in this stage, please ask your doctor to check both your liver and your thyroid together. And over time, if nothing changes, this level of chronic inflammation raises the risk of heart problems and memory decline. The fourth way, and this is the stage where things have become serious, brings much more alarming signs. Your urine becomes noticeably darker. Your ankles and feet swell with fluid. Your skin or the whites of your eyes take on a yellowish tint. This is called jaundice. You may notice itching all over your body, including the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. Bruises appear without any clear reason. In more advanced cases, fluid builds up in the abdomen, causing visible swelling in the belly. This is called ascites. If you or someone you love is experiencing any of these symptoms, please see a doctor right away. These signs point to the liver being significantly damaged, and that requires medical attention as soon as possible. If you find this helpful, leave a comment below and let me know where you are watching from. It helps more than you know, and I love hearing from people all over the country. Now, let us talk about what makes this worse, and then what actually heals it. 3 things that are quietly damaging your liver every single day. The first is fruit juice and sweetened drinks. Fructose is the sugar found in fruit. When you eat a whole piece of fruit, an apple, a peach, a plum, the fiber in that fruit slows down how quickly the sugar enters your bloodstream. Your liver can handle it, but when you drink just the juice, stripped of its fiber, you are delivering a surge of pure fructose directly to your liver, and your liver responds by converting that fructose into fat. This is even worse with store-bought juices. Bottled and boxed juices often contain added sugars and preservatives on top of the natural fructose. The packaging looks healthy. The marketing tells you it is natural and good for you. It is not. Not for your liver. If you enjoy orange juice in the morning, try blending the whole fruit instead of just squeezing it. That way you keep the fiber and pulp. Or swap it out for something truly liver-friendly. Warm water with lemon, water infused with rosemary, or hibiscus tea. These are gentle, natural, and actually supportive for your liver. The second category is fast food and ultra-processed products. Real food does not come in packages with ingredient lists a mile long. The more processed something is, the further it has traveled from its natural form, and the more damage it can do to your liver. When food is processed, the fiber is removed. The natural vitamins are stripped away. Then manufacturers add sugar, salt, unhealthy fats, preservatives, artificial colors, and flavor enhancers that make the product appealing and, frankly, addictive. Crackers, packaged cereals, processed vegetable oils, sodas, energy drinks, hot dogs, deli meats, these products are designed to be consumed regularly and in large amounts. And for your liver, that is a serious problem. None of us were born craving these things. We were taught to eat them from childhood. The food industry spent enormous amounts of money convincing us that this is normal eating. It is not. The third is alcohol. There is a popular idea that a glass of red wine a day is good for your heart because of antioxidants. And yes, grapes do contain beneficial compounds, but those benefits come from the grape itself, not from the alcohol. The truth is, we do not know what a truly safe amount of alcohol looks like for any individual person. It varies enormously from one body to the next. What we do know is that alcohol directly inflames the liver. There is no dose that has been proven safe for everyone. If you have fatty liver disease, alcohol should be off the table entirely while your liver heals. Now, here is the good news: your liver can get better. The right foods, chosen carefully and prepared correctly, can reduce inflammation, help reverse early scarring, and restore proper liver function. And most of these things are already in your kitchen or at your local grocery store. Let me share the ones that make the biggest difference. The first group is cruciferous vegetables: broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kale, spinach, mustard greens. These vegetables contain powerful compounds that specifically support liver repair. Here is the secret most people do not know. To get the full benefit, these vegetables need to be eaten raw or very lightly cooked. If you steam them, keep it to 3 to 5 minutes maximum. And here is a trick that makes a real difference. Once they are on your plate, sprinkle a little dry mustard powder over them. Why? Because cruciferous vegetables contain a compound called sulforaphane, one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory substances known. but sulforaphane is partially destroyed by heat. Dry mustard powder contains an enzyme that helps reactivate it even after light cooking. This small step genuinely changes what these vegetables do for your body. The second food category is fruit with edible skin. Apples, pears, peaches, plums. Eat these whole, skin included. The fiber in the skin slows the release of sugar and feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which in turn reduces the burden on your liver. Pomegranate is worth special attention. The seeds are wonderful, but the rind, while too tough to eat raw, contains extraordinary compounds. You can dry pomegranate peel, then grind it into a powder and use it as a spice on meals, or steep it in hot water and drink it as a tea once or twice a day. Grapefruit is also particularly well studied for liver health. Research has shown that it can reduce inflammation and even help reverse some early scarring in the liver. Eat the whole fruit rather than drinking the juice. One grapefruit a day is a powerful habit to build. One important note: if you take certain medications, particularly some cholesterol-lowering drugs or blood pressure medications, grapefruit can interfere with how your body processes them. Check with your doctor if you are on any regular prescriptions. The third food is garlic, and the secret is eating it raw. 1 to 2 crushed or finely minced raw garlic cloves per day has been shown to reduce liver inflammation and protect the surrounding tissue. Studies have found that daily raw garlic consumption may help prevent the progression of liver damage and lower the risk of liver cancer. You can take it first thing in the morning with a glass of water, or you can add raw crushed garlic to your meals once they are already on the plate and have cooled slightly. Adding it to hot food destroys many of its beneficial compounds. If raw garlic is too strong for you, you can heat it very gently, no more than 3 minutes at a low temperature, under about 140 degrees Fahrenheit, to soften the sharpness without destroying the active compounds. The fourth is turmeric. This golden spice has some of the most well-documented anti-inflammatory effects of any natural substance. Studies specifically show it can help repair scar tissue in a damaged liver and reduce inflammation at the cellular level. But here is the secret that most people miss. Turmeric on its own is not well absorbed by the body. To unlock its full power, you need to combine it with a small pinch of black pepper. Even a tiny amount, just under a quarter teaspoon, activates the curcumin in turmeric and allows your body to actually absorb it. You can also mix turmeric with a healthy fat, extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or whole avocado. When combined with fat, absorption increases dramatically. Add it to salads, soups, eggs, or warm drinks. Make it a daily habit. The fifth is coffee. This one surprises many people, but the research is clear and has been replicated many times. Drinking 1 to 3 cups of black coffee per day has a measurable protective effect on the liver. It helps reduce the risk of liver fibrosis and cirrhosis, and supports the liver's ability to manage inflammation. It does not matter whether it is caffeinated or decaffeinated. The beneficial compounds are still present in both. The one rule: no sugar. Sugar in your coffee undoes the benefit for your liver. A few more foods worth building into your daily routine: extra virgin olive oil or extra virgin avocado oil. 1 to 2 tablespoons a day provides healthy fats that support liver cell function. Raw beets, either grated into a salad or as a small glass of fresh juice daily. Berries of any kind. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, packed with antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress in the liver. Avocado, walnuts, pistachios, and almonds round out the list. None of these require you to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start with 1 or 2 changes this week. Add the raw garlic in the morning. Swap the orange juice for a whole orange. Steam the broccoli instead of boiling it, and add a pinch of dry mustard. Drink a cup of black coffee. Sprinkle turmeric with black pepper over your lunch. These are small shifts, but over 4 to 6 weeks, they add up in ways that show up on lab results. Here is my challenge to you. Make these changes consistently for 4 to 6 weeks, then repeat your blood work or your ultrasound. The difference in what your liver looks like, both in how you feel and in the numbers, may genuinely surprise you. Your liver is one of the most resilient organs in your body. It wants to heal. It just needs you to give it the chance. If this video helped you, please share it with someone you care about, a friend, a sibling, a spouse. Fatty liver is so common and so quietly dangerous that most people have no idea they need this information until it is much later than they would like. And leave a comment below and tell me, what city or state are you watching from today? I love knowing where in the country this is reaching. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one.